Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's been a long time here, so I welcome you all after a long time. In this video of today, we are going to learn about boom and crash. So I titled it detailed explanation of boom and crash, how you can trade boom and crash profitably. So kindly follow me as I put you through. So the first thing we ask ourselves is, what is boom and crash? But before we go, let's please kindly enable to click on the subscribe button and also notification bell so that you can easily get the notification of our subsequent videos when it comes up. So let's continue what I'm saying before. What is boom and crash? Boom and crash, they are indices. They're part of indices which is exclusive to only binary.com. That means you can only find it on the binary.com or Deriv broker platform. Other platforms that you can't find it there. Other brokers does not have it on their platforms. You can only trade boom and crash indices with other synthetic indices, which is only available to the binary.com or Deriv. So they have idiosyncratic and specific behavior, which means you can't just trade them anyhow. You have to first of all understand how they behave. Then even a forex expert, someone that trades currency and that is a profitable trader in currency, cannot just trade synthetic indices anyhow, especially boom and crash. So you have to know how to trade it. It has a particular behavior. That's what makes it specific among the other synthetic indices. So if you have the right knowledge and skill about it, you can trade it profitably. And also the presence of the spikes in this particular indices makes it very special from the other synthetic indices. So let's talk about boom index. We have boom and crash. So let's first of all talk about boom index. So boom is one of the special indices from Deriv, like I said before. So it is of two types, which are boom 500 and boom 1000. So and this is the chart. You can see the chart here. So this boom 500 index chart on a 1 minute time frame. So you can see. So it is of two types, just boom 500 and boom 1000. So this chart of boom 500. So and this boom 500, the only difference between boom 500 and boom 1000 is that, for example, let's say you entered a trade with the same lot size and you spend the same time in that trade on boom 1000 and boom 500. If you spend 2 minutes, if you spend 2 minutes in boom 500 trade and you realize, like, let's say for example you realize like $40 in boom 500, that means boom 1000 will give you half of it, which is $20. For example, you place a trade and you spend another example is when you place a trade on boom 1000 and you're able to realize about $20 on that boom 1000. So if you place another trade with that same lot size and within the same time on boom 500, you will realize twice of what you get on boom 1000. That's just the difference. So the way boom 500 moves is faster than that of boom 1000. That's just the difference. And its general trend, its normal trend is downtrend. So you can see the chart here. You can see the red candles. That's the normal trend for boom 500. It usually goes down. So which means if you want to trade the trend, you have to sell. So you place a sell trade to sell the trend. To trade the trend, you have to place a sell trade. So normally if you are to trade the downtrend, you place a sell trade. So that's the normal trend for boom. So both boom 500 and boom 1000, their normal trend is downtrend. So it means if you want to trade the trend, you have to sell. You have to place a sell order. So let's move to the next slide. So let's talk about crash index now. So crash index is just the opposite of boom. So it's just the reverse of boom. So in this other one, like I said, it is the other special indices from Deriv. So it is the inverse of boom 1000 boom index. So it means it's just vice versa of each other. So you can see this is also crash 500. This is the chart of crash 500. You can see instead of it, in the case of boom, the trend is downtrend, but in the case of crash here, you can see that we have it in uptrend. You can see the arrow is pointing to uptrend. So that's what we call that's one thing about crash. Instead of it to be going down like boom, his own case is up, so it's in uptrend. So we also have two types of crash, which is crash 500 and crash 1000, and it's still the same thing. Crash 500 will give you twice of what crash 1000 will give you. So but his own general trend is uptrend, his normal trend is uptrend. So which means if you want to trade the trend, you place a buy trade on it to trade the trend. So let's move on to the next slide. So we have methods of trading boom and crash. You can't just trade boom and crash like I said earlier, you can't just trade boom and crash like other indices and like other synthetic indices or like other currency pairs. No, you have to know a particular way of trading it. There are just two methods of trading boom and crash, which are the number one is trading their trend. Like I said, if you want to trade their trend, that means for boom you will be selling and for crash you'll be buying. So this method is very risky compared to the second method, which I will mention later, because in this particular method you are trading against spikes. There's what we call spikes in boom and crash. Let's go back to the previous slide. I will show you. Sorry. Okay, I will show you later when I drop the other video. So in this boom and crash now, so you can see we have just two methods of trading it, which is you either trade their trend or you trade the spike. So in this first one, if you are trading the trend, it just simply means you are placing a sell order for boom and a buy order for crash. But this method is very risky, like I said earlier, because you are trading against spikes, and spikes can be so deadly because they can eat up your profit within seconds. So you need a proper and accurate analysis for you to be able to trade the trend of both boom and crash. So if you have a proper analysis and accurate knowledge of price action strategy, you can still trade boom and crash profitably without any problem. So the other method is the trading of the spikes. Please don't forget to subscribe and like so that you can also click on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel so that you can receive my subsequent video when I drop it. So in this other second method is trading of the spike. It simply means it's just inverse of the other method. Instead of you buying for crash, instead of you selling for boom, you buy for boom, then you also sell for crash. That means you are going against the normal trend of it. So instead of you to enter a sell trade for boom, then you place a buy trade for it, because we are trading against the normal trend. That means we want to trade the spikes. So in this type of method, you will enter before the spike happens, because the spike you mix up with a strategy called conservative aggressive entry. That's what we call aggressive entry. You enter before the changes happens, because we have to enter. A spike happens within seconds, within a blink of an eye. It will just spike seconds. So we have to enter before it spikes. So for us to know when to enter and the time to place a trade on the spikes, for the spikes, I will also drop a video later on that, which I will be calling this. I will call it strategy spike arrestor. I'm dropping it for free of charge. So if you are interested in the strategy, so you make sure you subscribe to the channel and you also click on the notification button so that you can get notified when I drop the video. So let's continue with the trading of the spikes. Trading of the spikes, you can see, like I said, is the fastest and so the safest, because you can control your losses here, unlike that of the other method. For example, you can enter a trade and for the first 5 minutes you're already in profit. When a spike happens, a spike of 1 second can collect the profit of 5 minutes, even 10 minutes. So that's why I said that one is not as safe as this. If you are trading it on spikes, you can easily close your loss. You can control your loss, because you only acquire what it has been reading. So that means you can stop it from reading further. But unlike that of the other one, if you are trading against spikes, for example, if you have been on a trade for let's say 10 minutes. Sorry, that was an alarm. So if you have been on a trade for the let's say for the past 10 minutes, a spike of 1 second can easily eat up your profits. So that's why it's not very advisable. I don't like trading the trend. I like to go for the spikes. So I will drop the strategy I use for trading spikes, which is very safe. You can easily close your trade with the minimal loss instead of having to close with the loss that can blow up. Even they can blow up accounts. Spikes can blow up accounts anyhow. So I will teach you the strategy. I will drop the settings, the indicator settings you are going to use in my next video. Kindly click on the subscribe button and also notification bell so that you can get notified when I drop it. Thank you.